So I keep forgetting to do this, but I decided to finally talk about all the kind of movie, well, unofficial movie news regarding DC's next film, Shazam. I gotta say, I'm liking what I see so far, but keep in mind, this, DC films have been kind of like, for me, and I don't want to sound like a, Marvel fanboy, because, Marvel has their share of problems themselves. DC's is just a little more obvious, and Wonder Woman was good, Justice League was just okay. And I don't know what we're going to get for Aquaman, so who knows. But I have a lot of some faith in Shazam. So far I've seen from the set photos, I've liked what I've seen. Let me explain why. I know a lot of people are saying, "Oh, that costume looks so goofy. Why is it look like that?" And I was like, I don't know, maybe because it's a kid who becomes a superhero, so it's going to look a little goofy. Honestly, guys, I'm myself and several others have been very at peace with seeing seeing this costume. It's very much like something a kid, you can imagine like a kid would think up if they had their chance to be a superhero. It's something you could imagine seeing that would happen. Zachary Levi, and I forget the kid who plays Billy Batson, but Zachary Levi is is Shazam. I need to get used to saying that. But yeah, and I think he looks really good from the set photos. It's also interesting to see Mark Strong back in a DC film as another villain. Yes, for those who are unaware, Mark Strong is Dr. Sivana. And yeah, the last time he was in a DC film, which, by the way, he was really good as Sinestro. He didn't get the shit to do, but still, thought he was pretty cool. But having him back as Dr. Sivana should be fun. He's wearing like a jacket. It's very obviously Jeff Johns inspired. A lot of this is very of the Jeff Johns New 52 stuff. I'm not shocked by that because even though there's a lot of story there. There's also, of course, we have Dwayne Johnson The Rock as Black Adam, though we don't know if he's going to be in this movie. There has been a lot of talk that Black Adam's just going to get his own movie before Shazam, that's set before Shazam, that's going to build up or something like that. But I would not be shocked if we had Shazam in here too. There's also like rumors that Mr. Mind is also going to be in this movie, which that's going to be awesome. Now, honestly, guys, a dark take on Shazam is something I don't want. If there's one character I don't want to see get get the dark, gritty, neck-snapping Superman Snyder style to him, it's Shazam. The whole point of that character is it's a happy-go-lucky kid who is a bigger Boy Scout than Clark, living out a superhero fantasy. Honestly, I'm going to come out and say it right now. I'd be totally fine if this movie was like under PG-13. If anything, I'd be totally at peace if this movie was like a PG film. Yeah. Because this movie, Shazam is a type of character you could see as a family film. Shazam, and DC could kind of work on having, a family film. And yeah, Wonder Woman, Justice League, and all that. There's some dark moments in there. But I feel like Shazam, this could be a wholesome family film. In fact, my buddy and I, Red Leader and I, were kind of like joking around, like, just of how pure and innocent this could be. Because it looks like it's going to be a film around Christmas time. So, that could be a lot, this could be a lot of fun of having a film where you have, where was I going with this? You could have a film that a Christmas superhero film. We haven't had one of those since what? Batman Returns, unless I'm forgetting something. No, wait. I think Iron Man 3 was set around Christmas time too. Now that I think about it, could be wrong. Anyway, but this is a film I think could work as not something we've seen in the traditional dark film. These kind of dark films and whatever Justice League was trying to be. Because this is this is just nothing more, and again, there's just set photos and characters of actors we're going to be in this film. There's no real official trailer or anything, which I imagine we're probably going to get sometime. I would not be shocked if, at Comic-Con we get a trailer, just like we did with Wonder Woman and Justice League, or at least a teaser trailer of of Shazam, and as well as no doubt in my mind we're going to get an Aquaman trailer at Comic-Con. And again, same with Shazam, is that we're probably going to get one of those too, because they did the same thing with Justice League and Wonder Woman, where they just took all the early footage and made it into a trailer. So it would not shock me with that, with this. The other thing I'm wondering is that how much of the story are they going to have? Because what it sounds like, we already have Dr. Sivana, Black Adam's supposed to be in this movie, and there's rumors of Mr. Mind. Those are the three biggest villains of Shazam. So if this does well, what kind of villains could we do after? Maybe the Seven Deadly Sins? Maybe the Monster Society of Evil? I don't know. But, like I said, this is a film that doesn't need Shazam saying shit or anything like that. Billy is a giant Boy Scout. Like, I could just imagine, like, seeing in this movie of Billy just helping an old lady across the street, because that's who he is. He is nothing more than, he's a big Boy Scout. He's, like Sivana says, like, a swear or something, he's like, hey, children here, thank you. Or him as Shazam sitting in Santa's lap, since this is supposed to be, like, I guess a Christmas movie, like him just sitting in Santa's lap as Shazam. That's who he is. He's young and innocent and all that. And I would love a scene where he's, like, asked to be in the Justice League, and he's like, yeah, you guys are a bunch of psychopaths, so I'm gonna go, Shazam's out. Uh-oh, I just said the name. Like, that's what I want. Like, this just needs to be a wholesome, family, innocent superhero movie. Because this movie would not, do well. And yes, I understand that in the Jeff Johns Shazam story, there are some dark moments in there. But you don't need it to be dark. You really don't need, you need this to be like a breath of fresh air. You need, this is a film that could really function from being a breath of fresh air for the DCEU. I'm not saying that every DCEU movie needs to be like Shazam from here on out, but this is a character that could benefit the best if you just follow the original source material of him just being like, hey everybody, I'm Shazam, and I'm here, I'm going to be your best friend and beat Sivana up. That's what you kind of need for this movie. Nothing really major. I don't need, Shazam punching a hole through Sivana's face, or something Zack Snyder I would imagine would do. So, I don't know, I just have a good feeling about this movie, and everything from the unofficial set photos made me go, I've got a good feel. And I know the lightning bolt's a little goofy looking, but I imagine it'll look a little better in editing. But on a whole, I'm actually, like, the more I see these unofficial set photos, the more I'm like, this makes me happy for some reason. Like, there's hope for, I haven't been hopeful for a DC film since Wonder Woman. And that was only last year. So, I don't know, I've even got a better feeling about this than Wonder Woman, actually. And I know that's a weird thing to say, but I don't know, just makes me feel happy. This movie just makes me feel happy, and I haven't even seen a trailer. But, fingers crossed, knock on wood and all that, that hopefully this can be good. So you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of the Shazam set photos and all that? What do you think of the movie on a whole? Really curious to know what you guys have to say about this film. Well, the film, because honestly, I didn't even think this was going to be a thing. This was in development hell, and I didn't even realize this was going to be a general thing until I saw the set photo. I was like, wait, it's actually happening? And even in the back of my mind is like, wait for a trailer. But anyway, just you guys comment below, let me know, what do you guys think of the Shazam film? Hate it, like it, just comment below, let me know. And once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I'm out.